asking questions? Or?
Sure.
Okay.
First off, Jake, I know this has sort of been an evolution for you and something that's kind of been out there on the horizon that you've thought about. Now that this moment is here and you know the succession of coaches you're replacing, what's it mean to you to kind of come home and do this and your alma mater?
It's a good feeling. It's good to be considered with those names that come before me, you know, with Myers and Sharkey and Greening, and to be the next guy on that list and to be trusted to take over this program that has such rich tradition in the sport and it's so respected statewide. It's a great feeling, and I really appreciate the opportunity.
You've worked at the lower levels. You know there's some enthusiasm in this town for wrestling. How do you ignite that and get the numbers at the high school level up to what you want them to be?
It's a fine line between having fun with the sport and still being able to push that work ethic that the sport requires. It is a tough sport, and physically, mentally, it's very demanding, and it's very demanding for a young kid to be willing to have what it takes to be successful. And but I've talked to a lot of people who I went to school with at the college level, and the way that they're having success in numbers, and they have to find that fine line between still having fun like you do in every other sport. You know, every other sport you see on TV, and you know, it's enjoyable to watch, and wrestling's just a little bit different. So being able to just find that fun environment in the wrestling room and at meets as well to get our numbers up.
As far as your vision goes for the program in the future years, what do you have as far as changes in your vision?
A lot of the same of what it's been. It's like I said, it has a rich tradition. It has a winning tradition, and that's our motto, and that's going to stay our motto. Our vision is to win every time we step on the mat. But I think the behind the scenes is the level of respect that our kids have for other people, officials, other coaches, other competitors, and the way that we present ourselves at meets, in the classroom, really anywhere we go. That's my main focus, and to hopefully instill that into these kids and continue what Myers and Sharkey and Greening were doing. You know, I was a wrestler underneath them, so I know what it looked like at that standpoint, and that's what I hope to continue, is that to carry ourselves as a better person when we leave this program than when we joined.
It's a necessary part of the education for a lot of kids who fall outside the niche of basketball, and it is a very niche sport, as you know better than anybody else. What did your own wrestling experiences here mean to you and shaping you for this moment?
Like I said, I learned a lot, and a lot that I've learned, kind of just life lessons have taken place on a wrestling mat or in a wrestling room, and you don't get that a lot of other places. And to be prepared for certain events that happen when you leave the school world, this is a place where you can learn, and you can learn how to battle back, you can learn how to take on adversity, and life hits you with adversity all the time. So to be a part of a sport and to kind of feel that and live through that, it's just another opportunity to give back to a community who, you know, that you grew up in as well.
You're inheriting a program that's got quite a bit of talent still in the pipeline. Talk about that.
Yeah, we have some very talented kids, and a lot of them younger. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, and some juniors, and we even have a senior this year that is coming back, and I believe our medalists from the previous year are going to be sophomore, junior, and senior, so that's a lot to work with. I have high hopes for all these kids, and we have a lot that we're just on the cusp of doing good things this year. They made some improvements, but to see them already in the weight room this off season and training hard, and I've seen them at other tournaments, at the national tournaments, being successful. That's very promising for the program, and not to mention we have a great group of middle school kids right now that are coming up that are going to make some noise, I really hope, and to combine what we already have going for us at the high school level and to bring middle school kids in and teach them just a little more ways of mature wrestling and a little more knowledgeable than what you get at the younger level, and to see them grow is going to be very exciting.
Can you talk a little bit about how special it is just for you coming back where you used to wrestle?
Yeah, it's been a long road coming back here, and it means a lot. It really does. Sorry. But to take over after Coach Green, I remember sitting there my senior year and talking to him about what this program looks like after I got hurt. And this is what we were talking about. We were talking about me coming back. And a lot's happened since then, but to be able to get back is most important for me. To know what I learned and to be able to carry that to the next level and the next group of kids that come through. That's going to be great. And to just take what I learned from Coach Greening and Coach Caniglio and Zazine, and to apply that in the program and to continue those traditions that started back in the 80s with Coach Myers. That's the most important thing to me.
Questions?